Hey there everyone, welcome to Crappy Reviews, the home of no rules reviews. Now what's no rules reviews mean exactly? Well, it means whatever the hell I want it to mean. I don't adhere to any set professional standards, it's all raw on my own personal thoughts and opinions. If you don't like it, don't watch, it's really simple. But there's always some idiot who doesn't understand what optional content is. It means you don't have to watch it. But thanks if you do decide to watch it. Thank you. Being that it's Throwback Thursday, I thought I'd kick off an old school review for one of my all-time favorite original Xbox titles, MechAssault. Now this game is one that is always talked about as being one that everyone loved back in the day. And while nostalgia is a hell of a drug, I can confirm, Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, has said he sees a day that MechAssault will make a triumphant return to the best box. Now, hopefully we get something soon on that, because it seems like it'd be a perfect storm of awesomeness. A mech game with Xbox Live. You could easily do battle packs and all the cool kid things like supply drops and whatnot. I could see it being really huge for the Xbox platform. Graphics. Graphically, MechAssault doesn't look great, but the game is 15 years old. Hard to believe, I know, I feel so old already. And it was a heavily multiplayer focused game at the time. Also, with a lot of the destructible areas and environment, it's easily forgivable that this game isn't as graphically pleasing as some of the original Xbox games. That being said, with the level of destruction going on in the game, the frame rate holds up incredibly well. So while graphics aren't everything, a solid frame rate in a game that performs well is the most important part of a game, and I think you'll all agree with that. So the game's not incredibly good looking, but the game does hold up well in terms of performance, and I think that's very important. Gameplay. Now when it comes to gameplay, the game is kind of limited. There is a story mode obviously, but the multiplayer has long since been gone. Clearly the original Xbox doesn't have Xbox Live servers anymore. But this was one of the first games to take advantage of Xbox Live way back when it started in 2002. There is a single player element in the game, and having the destructible areas, as I mentioned before, definitely adds to the lore of being in a big ass mech. The explosions, weapons, and power-ups really help give you a powerful feeling. You have rockets and a main gun as well, and you can boost for short periods of time into the air, which is great trying to escape multiple enemies coming at you at once. Story. As for the story, it's not super original or anything, but it does offer some good fun. Playing a mercenary on a planet called Helios, you're part of a faction fighting to control more space in space. Kind of an oxymoron really. But the game does offer some basic sci-fi fun and is based off the Battletech universe, I could definitely see this type of plot being used on a current generation game and really taking off and doing well for itself. It has a really rich, explorable universe, sort of like Mass Effect or Halo or Star Wars. You know, if you get what I'm saying, like these sci-fi games can really take off and be their own thing. Now, at the end of the day, MechAssault is still a fun game. The lack of it online definitely hampers it, though. I can see why so many people are asking for a new version because it would be phenomenal. And it seems like the perfect time to do a new game in the series and bring it to Xbox. You can find this game incredibly cheap, and it's a must-own title if you're a collector or a fan of mech games. MechAssault gets a solid 8 out of 10. Please remember to comment, rate, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.